Hello? Oh. Hey guys, today we're looking at the new game, Generation Zero. So what is the game about? Generation Zero is a first-person shooter where you're facing robots. Robots who's invaded Earth and made humanity vanish. It's just you and some real-life friends playing together to try to figure out why. In the suburbs of Sweden, as I grew up with in the 80s. 4 things I like about the game. Number 1, no blood. And that's good because you're facing robots all the time. And that works really good for me. Number 2, the prepper mentality. Help awaken your kid's mind. What would happen? What would they think if this happened? What would they do if that happens? Number 3, it's cooperative. You're playing this with a friend and you're discussing what would happen and you're learning to cooperative because a lot of monsters are really hard to fight. The number 4 is actually, it's less lore and less narrative and less story in this game. And I think that's good because it helps your kid feel they're there. It helps their mind expand into the fantasy that what might become. So what don't I like about this game? It's a lot of bugs according to what I've read. I've not encountered any of them myself. But I see a lot of posts there, so I know they're there and I do expect to see them again. And I expect you to see them again. So what is bugs? It's when things don't go as you expect. For example, you have the button to open a door, but it's not opening. Or you have a quest line that's not just finishing, even if you've done everything you're expecting to do. So possibilities with this game. Imagine playing this game with your local fauna, like your trees, like your flowers, like the cars and the make that you drive, your neighbors drive, and the house looking like the houses around you. That's something that could be easily replaced in games like this, increasing the immersion effect. Talk to your kid about it. What do they think about ideas like that? Because that's the future. So what is the Rick review? Well, I really like the game, if it isn't obvious. It's really where I grew up. My nostalgia, it's back in the 80s. I was a kid. I was dreaming about robot invasions. The coloring is fantastic. It's really old school when you go up north and you see the red and white housing. The fauna, the trees are really 2 typical Swedish trees. The landscape is typical Swedish. And even the police car is how I grew up having it. So of course I like it. Who haven't been dreaming about the robot invasion as a kid? And yeah, I do recommend you to buy it and play it with your kid, talking about what happens, talking about your thoughts about what happens, or let your kid play it with their real life friends. If you like this video, do subscribe. Until next time, have an awesome week.